Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Up Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.
Welcome back to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. This is your host, Marie Antonette Waite, and we are with Sergeant Shanice Silva and Yuri from NewSchool of Architecture and Designs, and they are a couple, very powerful couple. You know, from what we heard from the last segment, that you guys really work well together, and the fact that Yuri, you were able to really make Shanice understand the skills that she has and her passion for being in the architectural designing. So that is amazing. So now that, you are working together and you have a great vision, and how many more units do you have to finish school before you can start really creating your business?
Well, I have another 2.5 years left. I finish in 25, so it's going to be a while before I'm finished, but he finishes this year. So we're hoping that he gets established in the industry some bit in the 2.5 years that I have left. And then by the time I come out, he can hire me.
Yeah, okay. Well, so Yuri, I mean, you already have this vision and you're going to graduate soon here. What's the first step that you're going to do to make this happen?
Work.
So you're going to work for a company?
Yeah, I'm going to work for a company first. I'm not going to go out on my own first. I feel like that's asking for failure.
Okay.
And I know there are people that can do it, but I know myself, and that's not going to work.
Okay. Do you already have a targeted company that you're going to go after?
Not really. I did a mechanical contractor here in San Diego, and I was looking at a concrete contractor, but there's actually a job fair coming up at NewSchool soon in
March.
March 3rd. So I was actually, because right now I'm taking 23 credits at school, I don't have time to really work or do an internship.
Okay.
So that's the reason I'm not doing an internship currently. If that wasn't the case, I would have just kept the one that I had. But I want to get through this quarter first, and then next quarter I can probably do an internship and go to school at the same time. And then when I graduate in the summer, I'll transition to just a regular job.
Wow, you guys are so driven.
The career fair is it's another one of these opportunities, and Steve is actually the one behind this. We want to talk about Steve. He goes out and talks to these companies, and he asked us because he knows the fourth years, he knows who's graduating soon. So he asked us, you guys come to the career fair, make sure that we're going to go, make sure that we knew about it, because sometimes people just don't know about things. So he said he's actually getting in contact with a bunch of local companies, and they're bringing out representatives. So
Steve is already prepping you guys to be connected to a lot of companies.
Yes.
Well, that's incredible. I mean, do you see that from a lot of professors? Is that what they normally do, or is it just Steve?
One of my other professors actually got me the internship that I mentioned.
Okay.
He actually, I just asked him one day, I said, "Hey, Ron, anybody got any friends that might need an intern?" Because it was the summer, summer was coming up, it was last spring. He said, yeah, just, email me, I'll get back to you. And
okay. So the professors here in NewSchool of Architecture and Designs are very well connected. And if you just really, make sure that you ask for what you need to connect you, they will do it. And they're very helpful.
They're here to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's really good for people to know about NewSchool of Architecture and Design. I know because I've known Steve for many years, and he's always been helpful. But I'm also curious about the other professors. Is that a normal behavior or character of the school, where the professor are really pushing the students to have more connection outside or within the industry?
from what I've seen, it seemed like the norm that most professors are pushing,
Okay.
for their students to be prepared and for their students to be connected. So they have no problems like offloading their resources and getting in contact with a few people. Even the career services here at the school will also try to get connected with local companies here so that they'll put it on their Instagram page for internships and, try to help you with your resume and cover letter and portfolios, especially for architecture students who need a portfolio going forward.
Okay. Well, I heard that you guys have like the highest, employment rate after you graduate with new school.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that right now? Do you guys know?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
I've
But
heard
when
like
I did,
100, it's 100% employment. I mean, I'm like really shocked, but that's what I've heard about it.
I don't know the actual statistic.
Right.
I remember looking it up when I was like applying to the school.
applying, yeah.
And then after that, didn't look at it again. But everybody that I know that has graduated is currently employed and working
Yeah.
straight out of school. Nobody had any lag times.
Wow, that's
true.
such a
Most of the
such a
fifth years,
yeah.
yes. Most of the fifth years that I know as well, like they're already in their jobs, that they're gonna finish out their fifth year and just continue in whatever firm that they're in right now. And it all started through like internships. Like a lot of the local companies here in San Diego are willing to like hire new school students.
Wow, that's amazing. So it's almost like a guarantee, for
Almost.
being in new school and you already have a job after that. That is incredible, outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so you're gonna work for some big companies and then learn from them and make sure that always get connected to Steve because Steve has such a wide connection, and I know that, and I actually am also very connected to a lot of people. So if you guys wanted to make sure that we're connected, I would love to always support you guys, and again, thank you so much for serving the country. And I
So
totally
good.
appreciate you guys, multi-talented people. I mean, and also as a couple. I mean, what a combination. You guys can even have your own TV show. Just the fact that you guys are.
We'll call you up to help us produce.
I would love to do that. Oh my God. I mean, again, I was very impressed with your competition and how you presented yourself in there, the leadership, the power of leadership that you presented there, Yuri. I was very proud of seeing that because I know the other students are actually really, relying on the group. So and when you have a group, because I lead a lot of people and I want to make sure that, there's a good leadership in there and people will come together when they feel that they have a good, focus and sense of what they're doing as a group. Same thing, with you, Shanice, having a beautiful design. I mean, that really inspires everybody, just by looking at your design. So, and I think that's a beautiful talent you have.
Thank you, thank you. It's funny that you talk about Yuri's leadership because even when we're in the military, when we're active, he always had that air about him. Even those who were higher ranking than him would sort of like settle down and listen to when he spoke or when he came forward. It was just such a powerful thing to witness. So I'm glad others can get to see that natural leader in him because he's not one to talk very much, but when he goes forward, you're like, okay, let's listen to this guy.
yes. You gotta stop and listen to whatever he's saying, right?
Sometimes.
Well, as a couple, I guess there's a difference there. I mean, you guys, Shanice is a pretty strong woman too.
Yeah, she is. She is a very strong woman. I'm lucky to have her.
Oh, he is so sweet. I swear. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Okay. Well, I am so grateful for your time here today. And I was, very honored to have met you in person and got to see you in action. I am thankful for that experience because, it's very rare for someone to be able to witness something like that. And I know how much work you guys have put together to be able to present
Yes.
that information and the PowerPoint slide, all the information that you have put together, that's a lot of knowledge and skills and teamwork. I can see the teamwork within each other that really you guys put a lot of time. I even heard that you have helped one of your students to be presentable, had a haircut and everything. Was that true?
Yes.
That was incredible.
Took him to the barber shop, took him shopping, got him right and ready for the
Yeah.
presentation.
You guys did a good job. And then when I looked at you, when you first came out, you guys had a great position. It's almost like a military stand when you guys went out there. I loved it, to be honest. I loved the presentation. But again, there were so many schools that were competing, and I understand that they have so many requirements, criteria, standards that you have to fulfill. But at the same time, for me, on what I witnessed, you guys did such an amazing job, and I am very glad to see that. And for this segment, Fabulous Lifestyle, I think people really need to understand the power of having a good plan for their future education and to be in a good financial situation, right? And that's what you guys are doing. You're investing money and time for your education, and then you're also now planning your future with a great business ahead of you. So I am very proud of what you guys have accomplished. And again, thank you so much for being in my show. And for you out there, don't go away. We're going to have one more segment, but we're going to go say goodbye to Sergeant Shanice Silva and Yuri, because they have to go back to school and take some, what's that? What is it? The midterm or what is it?
It's midterm.
Yeah, so they're in a crunch here right now, and I'm taking time out of their studying. So, but anyways, but thank you so much, and have an amazing week and congratulations again for everything that you have accomplished. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Thank
All
you.
right. Okay, we will be right back, and don't go away. This is the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. I'm your host, Marie Antonette Waite, and we'll see you again.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Up Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.